Hi, my name is Mark Polton. I'm a real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. Just leaving one of my new rentals. It hasn't been inhabited in quite a long time, and quite a bit of dust and rat poop and other niceties like that. Today, I wanted to talk about a continuation on fear and how fear affects your behavior. My entire life, I've been relatively fearful of many things. Certainly up until my late 30s. When I was young, I grew up on a army base. Nobody ever really got in a fight. Nobody ever. We just all got along. We were very sheltered. And after that, I started going to public school in Tampa, Florida, and was teased incessantly because I didn't know curse words. I didn't know sexual concepts. Always been a little bit awkward and don't quite fit in with many of my classmates and peers even today. In high school, in junior high, I was teased incessantly. Father was a colonel in the army, and he forbade me from fighting, and I was more scared of him than I was of the harassment and the bullying that I got. It wasn't until I was about 22 when I got out of the army that my shoulders started to fill in, my back started to fill in. I'm a pretty big guy now. Most people shy away from me, and I've used that to my advantage for most of my life. However, I was always very scared to get in a fight. I didn't know how to handle myself. Um, when I was 31, I decided to overcome this fear. I was tired of it driving my life, driving my actions, and decided that I need to confront this and I need to get over it. So I joined an MMA gym, and my instructors were 16-year-old high school kids, first and second degree black belts in jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai kickboxing. And I used to go in there and I'd puke at the end of the day, and they beat the hell out of me, and I loved every bit of it. And now, I can get into a fight. I may lose, and you may bust my nose and stuff like that, but I'm not afraid of it. And it's a very different feeling when you overcome, what fears you. Uh, Went through a divorce with my first wife, and had if you're not a guy, you won't understand what is called approach anxiety of going up to a woman and actually talking to her and stuff like that. Very fearful, terrifying for many men, including myself. And I decided that I was going to get over that. I needed to learn how to talk to women, learn how to be sociable, and do it in my own way. Went to read a lot of books, a lot of online seminars. I'm teachable. I'm an IT guy. I just don't get this stuff intrinsically. And so, I would practice and practice, and got pretty decent at approaching women and somewhat successful in dating. Maybe too successful in sometimes. Decided that after a while, I decided that's not the person I wanted to be. 3 or 4 months later, met my current wife, and I'm very happy for right now. My my point being though is fear is a good way. Fear has a way of shaping most people's lives. I would not go into I would not go into specific confrontations, or I would carry myself poorly because I didn't know how to fight, because I wasn't sure on how to defend myself. I was scared to take a punch, and it shaped a lot of the way I lived my life and the decisions that I made. I missed out probably on some really great opportunities in dating people because I was scared to talk to them. Not to mention, most women don't want to hang out or date a guy that isn't very self confident and things like that. So, my previous video, I said that fear is not a good reason to not do something. In fact, my mentor says that if you're fearful of something, it's probably a good indication of what you should be doing. My advice to anybody, if I am giving advice, is you need to go out there and conquer your fears. A lot of people are scared to be successful. They give excuses like, "Well, I just want to be happy," or money doesn't mean that much to me. And I say BS to that. Uh, Try living without it. And I guess there's the occasional people that are. Um, my best friend's wife is that way, but he's not. His daughter says that she is, but I don't think she is. Most people want to be able to afford, the finer things in life. But Oftentimes, they're too scared to leave their job. They're too scared to go out and do what they need to do. They're too scared to move away from their family. They're too scared to end a relationship. My first marriage, you know, I would be out doing the things that I needed to be doing. I was fixing homes and stuff like that. And she's telling me that, I don't spend as much time at home with her and the kids as I should be. And that was a direct uh, contributor to the reason I got divorced. Anyways, to sum it all up, don't let fear block you from going out there and being successful. Don't let fear stop you from doing the things that you need to do to grow to be the person that you need to do. And in fact, fear is probably a really good indication of what you should be doing. Go out there and be successful.